Hi everyone. Okay, so we're going to talk about meal prepping today. Meal prepping, in my opinion, is the number one most important thing you can do for this program in being successful. So we already talked about the meal plan. We talked about how to calculate your calories and find what bracket you're going to be in. And then we talked about some of the foods, the do's and don'ts. So now what you want to do is create a plan. All of us do meal prepping a little different. So I'm going to talk about my way first, and then I can touch on some of the way the other people do it. But it still requires a plan and then doing some prepping over the weekend. So first what I do is I'll post it later as well, but I make literally a plan of every meal that I'm going to be having for the next week. I personally do the same breakfast and the same snacks. And then what I do is I choose about 2 to 3 large dishes that I rotate for lunches and dinners. I like to do big portions because I'm cooking for both my boyfriend and my son eats the same foods. So I usually at least double the recipes. For example, I am going to be doing last week I did sloppy joes and I did turkey burgers. And then we also made chicken for salads. Salads for me take a lot of putting together, so I tend to have that for dinner. And then we tend to rotate the sloppy joes and the turkey burgers for lunches. But I do everything on Sunday. It takes me just a couple hours. Usually I do it during nap time. I get everything ready to go. And I don't cook a single thing other than putting my salad together and frying an egg in the morning for my sandwiches. That's all I do for cooking. And I'm telling you, it saves so much time at night. If you're a working mom like me, I like to come home and be with my baby. I don't want to cook and clean in the kitchen. So I'll post some of my favorite recipes, but that again is my way of cooking. And I know I used to be like, I don't want to eat the same thing over and over again. That sounds gross. But I love the foods. I do not get sick of it. I sometimes am making chili my favorite meal almost every week because my boyfriend and I don't get tired of it and we want more. But if you are someone that just does not want to do that, there are quite a few ladies in the group that will cook every night, and that's okay. But you still want to have a meal plan. You should still see that on Thursday night I'm making stir fry. And if you're doing stir fry, you should probably have all those vegetables cut already. Do that over the weekend. So when it's time to cook that, you just throw everything together in a skillet. You want to make everything as simple as possible for a couple of reasons. Number one, obviously your meals are ready. It's hard to cheat when you already have your lunch ready to go. The second reason I found, in case if you are one person that wants to cook throughout the week, keep in mind when I prep and make a whole bunch of food, Thursday I'm like, man, I really feel like something else. I want, a burger or whatever. I will usually tend not to do that because I don't want to waste the food that I've made. If I don't eat it, eventually it's going to go to waste. I made exactly the portions that I need for that week. So it's one way of really holding yourself accountable and sticking to the plan. Please share your recipes, the ones you decide to make. I, again, am going to post the dishes that I plan to do and also my spreadsheet of what my plan's going to be. I'll keep it to what I've been doing in the past. As I said, I'm going on vacation on Saturdays and things are going to be a little weird, but I'm still going to make a plan and I'm going to stick to it. If you have any questions, please post it below. And again, it takes a little while to get used to this. You're going to find that maybe you feel really overwhelmed the first time trying to figure out what meals give you all of your containers. Again, another tip, I generally, my large dishes I make have a carb and a vegetable and a protein in it. That is just to get some of those key containers in. Generally, I have a carb and a veggie and a protein every meal. That's the only way I can get them all in. But that's what the whole meal plan spreadsheet is going to be for. It's going to be figuring out making sure you have all of your containers in each day. Again, I know it's going to sound very overwhelming at first, but you're going to get the hang of it. It's going to be like second